Look at that. Wow, okay. Those wheels are most certainly still, very, rudimentary at best. But look at that. A cool, nice little truck. A proper one that actually has some space on it. Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2 in the Freeplay mode with me, Spacefish, and with this beautiful view of our very own, very fancy new ships that we are now finally starting to use for some cargo transport. It took us long enough, didn't it? It's already 1912 and we are just now getting things started in the ways of actually having some transports going by ship. But here we finally go, transporting logs all the way out there to the sawmill to actually get some planks out of it. And, well, honestly, I don't really think there's much of a way of getting them anywhere to be transported just yet, unless I want to go totally new train line going. So yeah, as much as I want to do that sometime, I just don't really feel like doing it now, to be honest. So let's just stick with what we have here for the time being, and then maybe in the future we can do like a train from here to here for the planks, and then like have more tools being made out here, and then, you know, move them to Leighton to actually sell off, and, you know, Berkhamsted could be one as well, and Crawley, and well, yeah. So that's something for the future. That said, I have gotten a comment down below from Crumslide to actually rename some of these cities. That said, I think I've really gotten used to the names that we've got over here up until Evesham. So what I'll be doing is I will start renaming cities out here for just for the reason that we've honestly not used them much, right, like at all. So I don't know, I'm so used to calling Darlydale by now that like there's just, if I rename that thing now, I'm never going to memorize that name. So I am going to go and start out here with St. Mary Cray, and I've got two names from them. I think one was calling a city the Aquarium, and honestly, what better fitting city than one right at the river. So this then will be the Aquarium right here, and we also have another one which will be Spacecity. I obviously like that one, so let's put that in somewhere as well. I'm just kind of try and figure out which one we are going to take, though. I think, I mean, this is so small. I don't know. I want a big, nice, beautiful city, but obviously the big, nice, beautiful cities are the one that we developed already. So, yeah. I don't know, which one are we going to take? Maybe we're going to take Leighton up here. Leighton is probably going to grow with all this stuff here inflowing sometime. So let's go and take Leighton. Ah, God, sorry. Leighton. Let's, you know, try and say that properly. And this is going to be Spacecity. Awesome. So we're going to have to make that city grow, though, won't we? That said, let's actually look back at what we have going so far. Try and see if we need some optimizations or modernizations somewhere, because we do have 22 million on the account right now. So what better time to modernize some trains than now, I suppose. And, well, then once that's done, we will look onto more things. So for here, we've got 35 passengers waiting right here, and I really want to find out how we are. Okay, that train is, yeah, less than full still, so still very fine. I feel like we've got a lot of bread out here, which is kind of crazy, isn't it? Do we have trucks properly delivering here? Why are there 41? It's actually a lot. Huh. Let me double check on this line, maybe. We've got food delivery truck. Is it Colburn? Yeah, it is Colburn. Oh, we still got these things. Didn't I change that with you guys? I thought I had changed that. Well, apparently not in this city then. So we have... Ooh, that's actually kind of nice that we didn't change it, to be honest. Because we have now got these Benz trucks, which I'm really interested in. Those go 40 kilometers an hour as opposed to the 25 of the Canstad. We have less emissions in those, and we've got more capacity in them. So that's actually very nice. I think I would actually just like to replace these 4 horse carriages with 4 of these trucks, because that's going to give me more capacity, more speed, so I'm going to be moving things about the place quicker, while also kind of not going too all out with the emissions. So let's go and do that. Let's actually check one of these things out. Let's check out one of these new trucks. Look at that. Wow, okay. Those wheels are most certainly still very rudimentary at best. But look at that. A cool, nice little truck. A proper one that actually has some space on it. And a lot of lag right here. Holy moly, there must be a lot of stuff going on in the game right now. I think that's absolutely crazy. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's just not that good at utilizing multiple cores, and that's why, you know... I mean, if it only uses one core of the CPU or something, that's obviously at some point going to become an issue. So maybe what we can actually look into doing is reducing the amount of vehicles out on the road here a bit by, for example, going into this line and then just, you know, replacing these vehicles with the new trucks, and actually maybe then selling off a few of the ones that we won't need due to increased capacities and speed and everything. So let's try and find that. Where is that at? It should be here? Yes. So I am going to be, holy moly, that's 30 vehicles. Okay. I am going to go and sell off 10, I think. That should be a bunch, and, you know, hopefully will help with the lag a bit as well. And we will go and replace these vehicles now with, we can have an open. Let's do the one with side stakes. I very much like that. I'm really not sure why the one with side stakes is more expensive than the turbulent one, to be honest. That doesn't make much of any sense. Achievement earned here, by the way. 400 production at... I even see, rather, which one it is in a live view. Pretty cool. But yeah, so I'm just going to take these, just so we can actually look at the wood again. Look at this. Fancy. Okay, pretty cool. These guys should be able to go a good bunch faster. Look at that now. 40 kilometers an hour instead of the 25. And then, wait. Oh, these can store 8. That's why they're more expensive. Okay, that's pretty cool. Got a little bit more storage from that. So, yeah. That should be doing very decently for us with carrying all these things back and forth. In fact, I've probably even increased the frequency now. So we probably don't even need all those. But regardless, it's at least 10 less vehicles out on the road right there. And I think just actually good timing on me actually seeing this kind of stuff. Because maybe it is time to go through and modernize like a few trams, you know, modernize a few other vehicles. For example, out here we've got the Badal tram. No, that's not out here. Basingstoke cable car. Okay, so I did go and modernize that. Where's Badal at? Badal is up here. And we're using 5 trams, but we're using 5 of the older ones, aren't we? Or are these the more modern ones? No, this one is definitely the older one still. So we could go and use this one, which is going to be a lot faster, going to transport a lot more people. And I think we're really only going to need like 2 of these in here, to be honest. Let's make it 3, you know, just to kind of make sure that we've got enough at all stations at all times as well. And then I'm going to be choosing these 2 down here. I'm just going to be selling them. Perfect. Okay, and that was a little bit of another hiccup right there. But let's go on. Let's do a lot of modernizing today. We've got these buses right here. Got absolutely no clue where these are even at. Let's just locate them like that. Oh, Rothes and St. Peter's. Okay. I think we just bought those in the last episode, and then there was new ones out in the market, wasn't there? I kind of feel that's the way that it was. Yeah. God. What a timing. I mean, it doesn't seem... I mean, they're faster. And they're, like, slightly lower on emissions. I think that's the selling point for me on that thing. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, it's not going to be a huge impact on emission, but still. Look at these things. That's actually pretty sick. I mean, you know, at least now people can sit up top and, you know, enjoy the view and everything. Only 8 spaces in that thing, though. Kind of low, isn't it? Do people have to keep, like, minimum distances in this game as well due to Corona or something? Like, I'm pretty certain that you can fit more than 8 people on this. I mean, look at this. There's 4 people in there, and like the top section is not even being used. So, interesting, interesting. That said, that is modernized. Let's look what other vehicles we have that could use some modernization. I'm maybe going to look at locomotives in a second as well. I would just like to actually go and check out all these things first. We've got food delivery, Dollydale. Yeah, these... I think I want to go and start moving away from horse carriages now that we've got the new trucks. I mean, those things, I can probably... Like, these horse carriages are at 5... What? They're supposed to deliver food, but they're delivering fuel. Oh, right. I was initially only using those for food, but now they need to deliver food and fuel because we're moving fuel to here as well. And that's not a bottleneck? That's actually mad. Okay. Does look like we're very undersupplied on fuel here, by the way. This city has grown like mad. Look at it. Holy moly, is Darlydale big. I absolutely love it. Okay, so maybe we are going to stay with the same amount of vehicles here, but we're definitely going to go and get some trucks. I will need to get these so that food and fuel can be moved, and that's hopefully going to boost our delivery speeds for this stuff by a good bunch. That should like more than double the speeds, and it's going to, well, nearly double the cargo capacity, so it should hopefully help us out a lot. That said, going further down then, we've got these things here. Fuel delivery truck medal. I think it's honestly fine. We don't need to spend money on that. Like, that's such small city that for the time being we should be fine there. We've got the fuel line Colburn. Oh, yeah. Probably want to take care of that as well. These things are still old horse carriages too, and I mean, look at the amount we have right here. So, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to take 5 of these. I think that should be... Let's just do 6 so we kind of future-proofed a bit already. I'm going to take 6. I'm going to make a Tarpaulin trucks. And I'm going to take these other 2... deselect. These other 2 horse carriages, and those are going to be sold then. Okay, so that's taken care of. Then, what else do we have? We have only got trains all the way over here. Tools Basingstoke. That's a lot of trucks. Yeah, we need to optimize that. We do very much need to optimize that. So these things should have 5 capacity. Yeah. So we can probably just go ahead and take, like, say, 10 of them. Yeah, I think I'm going to take 10 of them and modernize them to the Tarpaulin trucks. And the other 3 are just going to be sold instead. I think that's a decent deal. That's going to get their condition to very good. It's probably going to lower our emissions in that part of the world a bit, and maybe we're even going to be able to deliver a tiny bit more with the speeds and the capacity. Cool. So, that thing we just took care of, and that is about it for road vehicles. Now I'm just going to have a quick zoom through for trains and going to have a look out for, like, very, very crazy trains that are like super old. This thing's fine. We just got a small train here because it's like super cheap for the amount of money that it actually costs us. And then what else do we have? That's fine. Oil Colburn. Where's that at? Oh, it's this thing. What frequency are we at for this? Oh, by the way, I think somebody told me as well that these things do actually end up going slower when their condition goes down. So that's maybe actually something to look at right here, because this should be a rather flat place. And I mean, it's speeding up, but it seems to actually be going very slowly. Could be very much correct. Then again, this train is also very long, so maybe the power is just kind of a bit low for the task. I would kind of like to check out here how we are doing for the whole oil delivery, because I did just hit 400 on this thing, so we should be maxed out anyway, so not really too much to worry about here on feel. If we're maxing our production, yeah, I think we're fine. That said, we're only shipping 300 out of 400, which is interesting. How much am I actually shipping with this one train out here? Let's see what our frequency on this thing is. We need, like, is it, no, it's not going to be crude oil. It should be oil. No. What's this line called? Oil fuel line, but there we go. Okay, we're at a rate of only 350. Okay, we need to up that to 400. Is that, yeah, that's the most modern locomotive already. Let's try and see if we can't actually get a few more carts on that without making it too slow. How fast is it uphill right now? 37. Wait, in 3 minutes. Okay, so that's like acceleration distances and times. I'm just gonna try and watch out for the high speeds. I don't want to go below like 30, I don't think. Oh, not enough power. Ho ho ho. Okay, yeah, that's a bit of an issue. Let's get rid of one. Okay, 32. So that's gonna get us up by how much? Yes. I've got absolutely no clue how many we had before. Let's see what that changes our frequency to. That's kind of the max that I can go for length with this train. Afterwards, we will need a newer one. So, I am now at... Where are we at? Here? 438. Okay, that should be sufficient. Cool. Very, very nice right there. So, that should be that done. And I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's about it for the modernizations. Now we can probably look at new things to take care of. So, Bedell was already attached pretty nicely. I think we've got a passenger train going back and forth, actually two, and the fuel, so that's pretty nice. We have got Evesham out here, which we could be connecting up for passenger transport, or we could actually start moving these things over to... Where's the tool production at? Here. That's where you could move them to. I think maybe let's do that, actually. You know, start supplying Spacecity and everything. I mean, honestly, we cannot disregard Spacecity. Just not an option. So, I'm going to start building a cargo terminus right here. I'm going to make this thing as long as possible. Because the one thing that I've learned by now in Transport Fever is, if you think you've built a long train station, make it longer, because these things are getting super long eventually. So I'm going to be making a train station up here then. I'm going to be connecting that up with a teeny tiny road right here, and that should be very much in range, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. And then we will need one right here. So let me get that going too. I will be making this as normal cargo station, because could end up making some pass-throughs here or there eventually, and that actually fits rather nicely. Okay, cool. I'm kind of worried that we're not going to be able to get a bridge up here, but it does look like we are fine on that side of things. Are these already... Oh! Already electrified. Okay, very interesting. Didn't actually notice that. I think we have a lot of train lines out here still. And are the new ones electrified? No. It's going to be our first electric train tracks, isn't it? Interesting. I mean, there isn't even electric trains out yet, but, well, we can already make electric train tracks. So I'm going to make those electric already, because honestly, why not? But there's going to be a lot of modernization for us to do there as well in the future. I would like to kind of avoid a bridge here, I'll have to say. So if we could, you know, stay away from that. I don't know why the game likes to do bridges sometimes when it doesn't even need to. But, yeah, see, like that. Wait, no, that's a tunnel, actually. Huh. I mean, you know, don't need a tunnel there either. But yeah, I feel that, like, if you go too far, it just starts making these random... Oh. Great. That was a mistake. But I feel when you just go too far with, like, one big part of a railway, it just starts making these random tunnels and bridges and stuff that you don't even need, and then it just starts costing so much more money than you would actually need to pay in the first place. So always watch out for that if you are playing this game on your by yourself. No, wait, what? Yourselves. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. So I'm gonna go get a train depot out here. It's gonna be like sort of like this, and then we'll just attach it right here. Cool. Okay, so that is going to be our tools connection up and running, and then we can actually also start selling off tools to Spacecity, which we could maybe do that with trucks. I mean, that's pretty close overall, right? How close is... Yeah, I mean, honestly, if we were to do a train right here again, that would be kind of the same thing we did down here with, like, super old train and stuff. By the way, before I forget it. We actually got a new train unlocked, didn't we? Let's check it out. I think I already saw this in the campaign with you guys. Not sure if you saw the episode just yet, so... But, here's a BR-75 bad. Why would you call... I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, that's you know, the state of Barton, so that's something different, but that train's called bad. Great. So that said, this thing goes 90 kilometers an hour, 580 kilowatts power, 85 kilonewtons tractive effort. Okay, so it's a lot cheaper in maintenance. And it is slower, it has less tractive effort and power, but maybe that's kind of worth it in some situations, because honestly, I mean, these things can go 100 kilometers an hour, right? The six-wheelers, but stuff like the tank cars, well, the more modern ones, only goes 80. So even if you were to put that on train, that would mean that it would go any slower. So that's like maybe even an honest consideration for this one. I think I'll actually use this train on that one because I think it will just be more efficient for the purpose. Because honestly, we don't have that many ships going back and forth here yet, so this thing's probably not going to be producing at 100%. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, and let's go and get some flat cars on here with side stakes. Gonna get this up to like 150-ish capacity for the time being. Mediocre. Okay. High, not enough power. Okay. So that's about the limit for that train then. 176. Gonna get that going for 10.3 million. And then kind of missing a line, am I not? Let's get that going. So from here to here. And we will call this line Planks. Planks, Tools, Spacecity. Well, there we go. Alright, awesome. And let's go ahead and link it to that. Cool, let's have a look at this new train. It's the first time we were actually using that one, so very, very interested in the looks right there. It does certainly seem to be a lot slower already, but that's fine. That's very fine. Look at that. I love it. Looks pretty cool overall, doesn't it? I hope you guys like that thing as much as I do. Very, very interesting one right there. But yeah, so there goes our train for the planks. But look at this production. Like, were these things empty on the first run? There is wood being delivered to here, is there? Yeah, okay. Maybe there was just no wood available yet. But I do feel that 3 ships are not going to be enough for this route. So let's actually go and get ourselves, like... Actually, is this thing not new? I think we just unlocked this thing, didn't we? 32 kilometers an hour, 130 over 2 compartments. So you can even transport 2 different kinds of goods, which is interesting. Oh, I very much like that. Let's just get ourselves some new ships right away as well. 4.5 million. Gonna assign that to the same line. I'm not gonna sell the others because honestly they're so new. Why would I? But let's get that going. Let's check out our very, very new ships yet again. That didn't take very long, did it? Oh, okay. So these just very much look like, you know, the steamboats with, well, what do you even call those? You know, these wheels turning, these things here. Let me know down below in the comments. I'm not even quite sure. But those things do have quite a lot of capacity, so that is certainly very, very nice. Let's just, you know, hope that they're eventually going to pick some things up here. Let's watch that for a second. Do you actually see that stored? You wouldn't try it. Given that you can also use this for passenger transport, I don't think... Oh, they do actually just put it on the deck and remove the benches. That's actually pretty cool. I thought you were not going to be able to see that. I kind of like that, not going to lie. Why are the other two just like, oh, I'm just going to head to the other harbor? Like, huh? Reverse. You go back. That does not make any sense. Will you listen? Reverse. Wait. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Jeez. Annoy me more. Alright. So, that should then hopefully slowly get to work and, you know, which should hopefully still be stacked up pretty nicely. Yeah, 430. That should last us a while. So, even if these... Did you just turn around again? Did you think I wouldn't see that? Did you think I would not see that? What do you think I am? Stupid? What the heck? This is like... I'm being trolled by these ships right now. What is even happening? Okay, so this guy is going to go pick up some wood now. Hopefully, let's just have a quick look at this, right? Before they decide to go the other way yet again. But yeah, so he's going to pick it up. And are you going to come and pick some more stuff up as well once he's done? Yes. Okay, cool. Cool. Very nice. Very happy with that overall. So, with that said though, a lot of stuff done again this episode. I think we're pretty much done with the whole modernization part for at least a little bit. We've gotten a new train line up right here to the tools workshop, and we are certainly going to start delivering tools to Spacecity as well. Probably also time to get some public transport in the city named after myself then, and also eventually going to get some bricks made up here, and I do think that we need those in some other place as well, so maybe we'll eventually get a line going for that stuff too. But that said, for the time being, for this episode, this has been it, so I do hope that you all very much enjoyed it, and if you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. That does always very much help out the channel, and if you're new around here and did enjoy this episode, also definitely make sure to subscribe right down below to stay up to date on any future upcoming episodes, and also never forget to hit that bell icon too. That said, as always, I hope you enjoyed the episode, I hope you'll have a great weekend, and I hope I will see you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Ciao.